Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and because you guys asked for it, here is my Play Arts Kai collection. Again, the collection room is not ready for displaying things, so I'm just going to be recycling this shelf to show you guys some stuff, and hopefully that will suffice. So let's take a look at what we have. On this side, we have all the Batman stuff, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. I do not have anymore the Arkham Asylum Batman or Joker. All I have is the armored Batman because it's the only armored one we got so far, and he's a really awesome figure. And I also still have the Harley Quinn because of reasons. I probably should have kept Batman and Joker, even though I bought the replacement ones from Arkham City, being the gray one back here, and then of course the new Joker that just came out. But I think I'd rather have had the old ones as well, but they're gone, so oh well. And then we also have the Arkham City Poison Ivy and the new Harley Quinn from Arkham City. Both really good figures, and Catwoman. They really did a strong focus on the female characters in the Arkham City batch, so that was pretty cool because we don't get a lot of really good female characters, and they did a good job with those. We also have Robin over here, which I think is probably the weakest of all of the Arkham City figures. He's got the huge cone head and pretty lousy articulation, and he's really tall. If you look, he's just about as tall as the Batman figure, and that's no good. No bueno. Then we have back here the Dark Knight Returns Batman, which is one of the best Batmans that they've put out. He's really good. Really like him. This is the new one, the 1970s blue and gray one, which is my personal favorite design, as I said in the review. And actually, I think he's probably just about as good as the big guy, even though the big guy has a whole lot more mass to him. This guy's pretty darn good. And then lastly, we have the Joker, which is basically the same design as the first Joker, just implemented better, executed more effectively, so it's a pretty good figure. Over here we have the DC variants. I was really hoping to have Flash and Batgirl in this video, but apparently they are not shipping yet, and that's irritating, but what are you going to do? Here we have Batman, also a really strong release from Square Enix. We have the Green Lantern figure, which is a decent figure, but I think he is better suited to be Deathstroke or some other character. And then lastly we have Wonder Woman, which is a really good figure, good iteration of Wonder Woman. Very little modesty in this figure, but I suspect that's why most people bought her, at least some people. But they did a good job with her. I mean, she's a really nice piece, so you can take that to mean whatever you want it to. And then we have the Halo 4 figures over here. I'm working on getting a set of the Halo Reach team, Noble team. But as for now, we just have the Halo 4. So here we have Sarah Palmer. Really good figure. All of the Halo ones are really good, actually. All of the Halo 4 ones. The Blue Warrior, one of my favorite figures of all time. Just love that one. Right alongside with Master Chief. Absolutely great. Absolutely love these guys. And then the Red Soldier, which I think is the weakest of the bunch, even though he's effectively the same quality. The secondary color on him is just not as appealing, being the dark red. So it's a bit of a bummer. And then over here we have the Street Fighter lineup. There they are. We have all the ladies in the front with Ibuki and Chun-Li and Cammy and Sakura. Ibuki and Sakura are the two best of the bunch by far. Excuse me. And then we have Akuma, who is probably the biggest letdown out of the batch. He's still decent, I do like him, but he definitely could have been better. You know, the Street Fighter figures, they are good, but they all have their own little flaws. Ken's face is kind of weird. Ryu's a little short. His face is a little weird. Guile's actually pretty decent. And Chun-Li's pretty good. I do like her. And then I guess Cammy might be the weakest of the bunch. Cammy or Akuma. They're both kind of disappointing, but they all do suffice, and they look good together, so I'm okay with it. In the corner over here, we have the Devil May Cry batch of figures. My personal favorites are the two in the front, the Devil May Cry 4, let's see if I can get out of the light, with Nero and Dante. Those are my two favorites by far. I mean, there's only 4 total, but still. And then we have the Devil May Cry 3 figures, which are decent figures, but they don't really do it for me as much as these two new ones, which are actually older ones. So that's kind of interesting. But they are decent figures. We have Kratos, which is just a random throw-in figure because I like Kratos and I got him for free, so I figure what the heck, I should probably keep him. But he's really cool. He's actually one of the better Play Arts figures that I have. And last but not least, we have the Mass Effect 3 figures, which, while they're not perfect, they are darn good. And as you can tell, they look really good put together. I'm working on getting the female Shepard, but that's not a high priority for me since I never used her in the game. But we do have Garrus, who is really good, one of my favorite characters, and he's a really good figure. I know the lighting's not the best, I apologize for that. Probably the weakest of the bunch is Shepard, but he still looks pretty decent. And then the two ladies, both decent. What's this one's name? Talia. Wow, it's been forever. Talia or Talia. She's okay, she has some flaws, but still really good sculpt. And then Ashley, who everybody thought was going to be a dud, turned out to be a pretty decent figure. So I'm happy to have all of them, and I'm going to keep collecting them because this is one of my favorite lines to collect. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.